Viva Magazine Live is more than a television show. It is a trusted platform, a bridge between legacy and leadership, between community and impact, with authentic voices, meaningful conversations, and stories that resonate beyond the screen. This is Viva Magazine Live. Community, culture, we celebrate the leaders, artists, and visionaries who build legacy and inspire change. When you support Viva Magazine Live, you support more than programming. You support education, leadership, small business, and community legacy. These are stories with purpose, voices with impact, a platform that uplifts and endures. This is Viva Magazine Live, where community lives on television. This is more than a talk show. It's a platform, a conversation, a tribute to our past, and a vision for our future. Tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on your local cable channels. Xfinity Comcast Channel 17, AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Watch full episodes on our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Today's show is all about rhythm, energy, and local talent that's making waves. We're spotlighting a band that's been bringing a unique tropical fusion sound to Houston's music scene, Mango Punch. And joining us is the man behind the groove, Walter Suhr. He's here to talk about the band's journey, their signature sound, and what's next. But first, a quick word from our generous sponsor. The segment of Viva Magazine is brought to you by Commissioner Adrian Garcia, supporting local talent and keeping Houston's creative scene alive. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Viva Magazine Live, and we're here with Walter Suhr of Mango Punch. Welcome, Walter. How are you?
I am doing well, and I thank you for this invitation.
Absolutely. Now, let's just get right into it. You know, I just want to know a little bit about you. Let's start from the beginning. You know, where are you from, and tell us what school you graduated from, because it's been a while since I've talked to you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm originally from Central America, from Guatemala.
Yeah.
And I came to Houston just because I had an opportunity to come and study music at University of St. Thomas. You know, normally parents always doubt that you're going to be able to make a living.
Yes.
But just playing music.
Are you sure you want to be a musician? Right, that question.
Exactly, exactly. But I had the opportunity because I did transfer some credits already from Guatemala.
Yeah.
To actually do a double major in music and computer science.
Yes.
So when I graduated from St. Thomas, and I graduated magna cum laude.
Oh, congratulations.
Then I started working on computers, but always music was, I was getting ready, and little by little I was able to, you know, do my transition to where I was able to do music full time, and I'm one of the fortunate few.
Yes. Yes, and that's your passion. When it's your passion, it's very easy just to work at it and not feel like it's work, right?
Not only that, but I guess I was also lucky because my timing was right.
Yes.
Precisely because, you know, I knew about music and I knew about computers. So I was one of the early adapters of, you know, playing synthesizers that were connected to the computer.
Yes.
And being able to do tracks with the computer. So that allowed me a lot of independence from the very beginning.
Right.
So I would go to like stake a nail and I would play with a big, huge computer.
And it sounded like you had a full band.
Exactly. So I was one of the first. Now everybody does it.
Yes, of course.
But the fact that I was kind of like a pioneer was one of the things that allowed me also, as the band started growing and I started incorporating people into the band, you know, whenever I had a departure from the band, I did not suffer as much as other bands do.
Right.
That if the bass player leaves, then the band sometimes dismantles.
That's right. You
So-
have to go looking for somebody else, correct?
Instead, I was able to, keep going, and I attribute my longevity partly to that.
Yeah. And tell me, how did Mango Punch, okay, how did that get started?
Well, that started because, my manager, Susanna, was involved from the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
And I always told her that I wanted a concept for the band that did not classify me only as a Latino or only as an American, but I wanted to blend all cultures and be able to bring everybody to, have fun together. So I said, I want the band to be crossover. So let's choose a name that has one word in Spanish and one word in English. And we started throwing ideas. And I think she said mango first, and I go mango punch. And we loved it because it had the connotation.
It is punchy, yes,
Well,
I love it.
We felt like it had the connotation of a little tropical drink and the palm tree and the sand.
Yes, that's
And
right.
so
Your sound is very unique. I mean, there's like you said, a blend of tropical or tropical music and a little funk and Latin influences. So, I mean, you were just describing it in your own words. So tell us more about that.
Well, like I say, first of all, I became very aware very early on that I being from Guatemala, but that Houston was a melting pot. That
Right.
we had people from everywhere, people from Colombia, people from Puerto Rico. So that broadened my horizons because all of a sudden I want to embrace all of this without kind of, rejecting any culture, but just embracing everybody. And I think that was also part of our success.
Right.
That from the beginning, I was in love with Colombian music. I was in love with the music of Juan Luis Guerra and Willie Chirino from Cuba.
Yes.
So little by little, I started writing music. Most of my CDs, I have 6 CDs of original music. They're mostly in Spanish, but every CD has at least 2 or 3 songs in English.
Yes.
Because we want to cater to everybody.
Yes, and you do. You have such a diverse music, sound, and you just fill the scene with a lot of fun and a lot of energy. Because I've been to your concerts, and I was at a wedding recently, and from a very good friend of mine's daughter got married, and she's from Guatemala. And I say, now that's why he played there. He's from Guatemala.
It was partly.
And that was part of it. But you were fabulous. You were just, people were on the dance floor the moment you got up there. So I want to know, I know that you have been awarded by the city of Houston several times. Tell me about that. How has the city influenced your music?
Well, maybe not directly influenced the music. The city itself has definitely influenced the music, but I have received these recognitions. I have played at several of our mayor's inaugurals, something that I'm very proud of.
I bet.
And
what mayors were that?
I played for Mayor Turner. I played for Mayor Parker.
Yes.
And I was at Mayor White's inaugural as well.
Yes.
So all 3 of them.
That just proves that you're a very, very popular band.
Thank you. And I received, my special day from Mayor Turner.
Yeah,
So that's one of the things that I am most proud of.
I'm sure. Yes, of course. So tell me, what was the big moment in your band, or when you thought that, okay, this is really happening to us, to Mango Punch? Tell me, when was that big moment? Do you remember it? It had to have been a big one.
Well, I don't know if there was a specific one, but all of a sudden, just the fact that I was being able to, make a living from music, that already felt like a big independent step where I was able to let go of computer science and then just fully dedicate myself to music. But I remember that there was a very exciting moment where we opened for Elvis Crespo.
Oh, yes.
This was, I believe, like 1999 or 2000.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we are in front of 15,000 people at Southern Star Amphitheater.
Yes.
That felt very exciting.
Wow, I bet you that was.
But
what feeling was that? How did you,
I feed so much from people's energy.
Yes.
I think that's what makes me so happy that I've been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
But the energy of people is always new.
Yes.
And so even if there's 20 people where I'm playing, I feed off of that energy. If you multiply that by 15,000,
yes.
it's just wonderful to receive that nourishment, you know.
Well, I know that you have gotten several proclamations, okay, but you also got several awards, different awards. Tell me about those.
Well, I am particularly proud of the fact that I have been recognized as a songwriter, as a composer. So that was another pivotal moment. I won first place in the Latin category of the Billboard Songwriting Contest.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That was sometime around 1996.
Yes.
And that felt like a very special moment.
Yes.
But after that, you know, I have also been recognized by the John Lennon Songwriting Contest. There's a contest in Spanish called Los Compositores. I have also won second place on that.
From where is that from? What country?
That's actually here, but it's based in California, LA. And I won with a huapango that's called Mamita Chula. I won second place.
I love that one, Mamita Chula.
I think you would like it. I'm proud of it.
I bet you it's got a lot of energy, no?
It does. It does. And it's funny because, you know, I always try to be positive. You know, as much as possible, I want my music to be positive or humorous or have something uplifting because, you know, there's so much trouble everywhere.
Yes.
That music has the power to lift people's spirits.
That's right. So Walter, after Elvis Crespo, what was your next big, exciting gig that you did?
I've had several, but the highlight of my career has been performing at the Super Bowl. But the way that happened is because we developed a really great relationship with the Texans because they were looking to appeal to the Hispanic population, so they asked me if I would write their theme song. So I wrote the Hispanic theme song for the Houston Texans and I performed it at their halftime show. And then they asked me to sing the national anthem, which is the most nerve-wracking gig of my life. You know, that's a difficult one because you're there with just your microphone and but we developed such a great relationship that when the NFL was looking for a Latin band to play the pregame show, because the pregame show was actually Willie Nelson and Toby Keith, Aerosmith, and they were looking for a Latin band to play in between them. And then the Texans gave us this recommendation.
That's awesome.
And so
I bet you that was such a proud moment. Oh my God. And how many people? 50,000?
74,000.
74,000 people.
At the stadium.
Oh my God.
So but again, you know, the energy was
incredible.
It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to come right back with Walter Suhr, and we will talk about his creative process. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're here with Walter Suhr of Mango Punch. Let's talk about your creative process. When you're working on new music, where do the ideas come from, Walter? I know you have them, they come to you. How does that happen?
Well, they come from everywhere, really. You know, they come from life. You know, it can be a personal experience, particularly if it's like a romantic song or so. You know, I've written several songs for my partner. And I've written songs about things that I have seen other people go through. At the same time, you know, there's been things that I've written that have happened to our entire community. For example, when we were going through Harvey, it was a time that we were already divided politically, that there were factions and everything. But it was so inspiring when Susanna and I were sitting in front of the TV to see how everybody's helping everybody else without any divisions, without any distinctions. So I wrote this song called Because of the Storm. And I'm very proud of it because it just says, yes, because of the storm, we had all of these negative things happen to us. But at the same time, look at the unity it brought. And so I'm proud of the song because it celebrates that beautiful spirit that when we need each other, we're there.
We're there. So we're going to hear a little bit of that song. Play it, please.
Because of the storm, we've seen great devastation. Because of the storm, we've seen lives torn apart. People are facing a tough situation. We have seen broken hearts. But because of the storm, it's been raining compassion. Help is flowing our way. Because of the storm, our humanity binds us. The walls that divide us are being swept away. Because of the storm, we've seen rivers of kindness. It's been pouring down love. Because of the storm, the floodgates of giving are bursting wide open. Because of the storm. Because of the storm. A lady in a wheelchair is rescued by boat from her home. She's taken to a shelter where she waits all alone. But because of the storm, it's been raining compassion. Help is flowing our way. Because of the storm, our humanity binds us. The walls that divide us are being swept away. Because of the storm, we've seen rivers of kindness. It's been pouring down love. Because of the storm, Houston is stronger. Texas is kinder. The whole world is sending their love. Because of the storm. Houston is strong. Houston is strong. We've seen neighbors helping neighbors. We've seen strangers risk their lives. We've seen skins of different colors help each other side by side. We've seen leaders taking action. We've seen volunteers who care. We've seen selfless dedication, acts of kindness everywhere. Because of the storm.
Walter, some songs don't just play, they stay with you. The struggles, the pain, but also the strength that comes after. Because sometimes it's a storm that shapes us and reminds us just how strong we truly are. This song made me feel all of that. Thank you, Walter. So, Walter, tell me, I know that you have another song that you wrote. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I have.
Yeah, I know you have several, but not just that
But
one.
another song that is meaningful to me is, when we went through the pandemic. Well, I wrote one in Spanish called Te han regalado tiempo, which talks about the fact that all of a sudden, many of us had more time than normal, and so the excuses for not having time were gone.
Yeah.
So we had to apply ourselves to that. But as we saw the efforts of people who were providing the basic services, then we felt inspired to write a song called Thank You. And so it's just for the essential workers.
Yes, of course.
Doctors, farmers, people who, with masks.
Yes,
they were
working.
out in the fields working.
Nurses and
and
first
supermarket
responders.
attendants.
Yes.
There were so many people to thank. So I'm proud of the song because it celebrates that effort, that people were working very long hours, staying away from their families just to help other people.
Yes, that was a difficult year for so many people, but we got through it. So let's hear a little bit of that song.
For every night your sense of duty kept you away from home. For every sacrifice you made when you were needed most. For all the grief and loss you witnessed and somehow managed to stay strong. For all the love you gave to those who were alone. for putting your own life at risk to care for others in need, for fighting an uncertain battle where it takes time to succeed, for every call for help you answered, for every challenge that you faced, for every long and tired day. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do, for every person you helped when they most needed you, for helping others keep their faith when doubt surrounded you, for being there when we relied on you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you are, for never choosing to quit even when things got hard, for every time you made a choice that wasn't easy for you. For this and more, we thank and honor you.
So we just heard a little bit of Walter Suhr's original song, Thank You. It was just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Do you write as a group, or does someone bring a foundation and then you build on it? Or is it just you know, ideas coming from you, from your, like you said, life experiences?
Right now, it's just me. You know, I admire people who have songwriting partners, and I think it's a wonderful thing. But for the most part, I do write on my own.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're very, very creative, and I mean, you put your heart into the songs that you write. They're so beautiful.
Thank you.
So I've been to your concerts and your performances. You have so much energy. How do you get people to be on the floor standing the whole time while you're playing? Because that's what I saw. People were not sitting down waiting for the next song. They were on the floor. Well, how do you get that?
Well, that's one of the things that I am proud of, because I really enjoy communicating with people. You know, I have seen performers that perform, but they are not really engaging the audience.
Yes.
And to me, just being able to see the happiness in somebody else's eyes, or to just see that maybe I am bringing relief to somebody who's having a hard time, and then all of a sudden they are having this moment of happiness.
Yes.
That feeds me, and
Yeah.
it gives me energy, and that's why I can give it back.
Well, I mean, they are so special and they're so energized, and people just don't even want to sit down. They're just on the dance floor ready for the next one. And you play them one after another. I mean, where do you take a break?
Well, we do take breaks, but we try to, you know, to not let the energy die down, because that is very important.
Yeah, of course. That's what keeps you going. I mean, that's what keeps your performances alive and just energized, you know.
Yes.
Of course.
And that's why we have received so many great comments. I mean, one of the things that we are proud of in our website, for people who want to come visit us, mangopunch.com, is that we have received so many lovely comments from our clients. And we have played for everybody, from NASA to University of St. Thomas to University of Houston, for the Houston Texas, the Rockets, the Dynamo. So it's been a lovely career.
Yes, I did see your website, and you do have a lot of corporate events happening, a lot of corporate performances. And tell me, besides the Super Bowl that you played, and of course the mayor's events, inaugurals, and what other memorable performances stand out for you?
Well, you know, as our career has grown, we have celebrated several anniversaries, which actually this year we are going to celebrate another major anniversary. But, you know, even though I absolutely love to have people on the dance floor dancing, I also get a lot of satisfaction for performing concerts where people are sitting down and just paying attention, because it's a different type of energy and a different type of attention, where you can communicate with the lyrics and with the emotion, that people feel it more. So my anniversary concerts, this year we're going to have another one at Match, Midtown Arts Theater Center. That's going to be on September the 10th. It's a Thursday.
Okay.
And I know it's a long time in advance, but that's how we
Yeah.
like to plan it.
Yes, you have to plan it that far in advance, of course. But you also played in a concert in Guatemala, did you not?
I did.
Yes.
One of the also greatest satisfactions of my life because, you know, because I came early to University of St. Thomas, a lot of my friends in Guatemala never really heard me play. So to go back and play for my high school friends and family,
Yes.
it is so rewarding.
Oh, I mean, they were so excited to see you as well.
And me excited to perform for them.
Yes. What can fans expect next, the next new releases? What can they expect from you? Or is there anything exciting coming up that you can tell us about?
Lots of exciting things. This month alone, we are going to play at the Woodlands. We're going to play in Navasota, Pearland, and we're going to play. And there's a club that we play, which is located near Memorial and Kirkwood, and that's kind of like our home base. We play there about once a month.
What's the name of that place?
It's called Monarch Bar
Monarch.
and Lounge, and it's an intimate bar that has just a great vibe and a great environment.
Yes.
But if they want to come see us at festivals, like I say, we're going to play everywhere. This month we're going to play in Missouri City. It's Sienna Plantation, Sienna.
Yeah.
So May is a great opportunity to come see Mango Punch.
All right. All right. So you're going to give us information on that we can put on the screen on what your dates are so we can run it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if for any reason they don't see it there, they can always visit our website. It's easy. It's mangopunch.com. And we have our calendar of activities there.
Yes. Okay. Very good. So we're going to put your website where they can find you on a screen. So tell them again where they can find you.
It's mangopunch.com.
.com.
So
Okay, very good.
www.mangopunch.com.
All right. That's easy to find. www.mangopunch.com. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break and then come back. Okay, welcome back. You're watching Viva Magazine Live, and we're here with Walter Suhr of Mango Punch, and we're gonna wrap things up with a few questions. And so, Walter, what inspires you the most as an artist right now?
Well, like I say, I do gather my inspiration from everywhere, but I try to just keep things positive.
Yes, of course. So right now, what is your dream collaboration? Who would it be? Your dream collaboration.
Juan Luis Guerra.
All right, I love Juan Luis. He's awesome.
He is really
One word to describe Mango Punch.
zest.
You're full of zest, yeah. Okay, so advice for local musicians trying to break into the music scene. What can you tell them?
Well, it gets more challenging all the time, and you know, now with artificial intelligence, people might succumb to the temptation of doing things just without getting themselves prepared musically.
Yes.
Because you know that you can just write a prompt and then artificial intelligence can help. So the more prepared you are, the more that people are going to notice that. And I believe that people will always go for the human side.
That's right, they always will. So, Walter, give them some last words at the Viva Magazine audience.
Well, you know, I always appreciate people that come and follow Mango Punch, and so we would love to invite you to all of our performances. We don't have that many performances open to the public because we have a lot of private events, but if you're interested in that, we can also come to your event, and we would love to see you.
Yes, thank you very much. Huge thanks to Walter Suhr for Mango Punch for joining us today. Be sure to check them out and support your local music here in Houston, especially Mango Punch. And thank you for watching Viva Magazine, where stories, culture, and creativity come alive. Thank you, Walter.
Thank you, Blanca.
And a huge thanks to Walter Suhr from Mango Punch for joining us today. Be sure to check them out and support local music here in Houston. And thank you for watching Viva Magazine Live, where stories, culture, and creativity come alive. Again, Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm Blanca Blanco, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego, Houston.